Yo, what's good, boys? What's good, fellow retainers? You know, all you guys putting God first on this spiritual path of self-development. Much love to you guys, bro. You know, it's an honor to be able to make these videos for you guys, bro, and to be connecting with you guys and talking with you guys, man, on a daily basis. So, just want to let you guys know it means a lot to me when you guys are commenting and giving me feedback and things like that, man. So that's what we need, you know, on this journey. We need each other because, you know, as you guys know, going on retention, going on SR, you know, things change, and you know, it can get lonely sometimes. So it's a beautiful thing that we have each other, you guys. So this video, man, I have a pretty pretty important topic. It's you know, a lot of people talk about different benefits that they get from SR, right? They talk about female attraction, maybe gains in the gym, the glow, you know, people staring at you, becoming a magnet, things like that, bro. I wanted to talk about something that's a little bit deeper, something that is, you know, on the spiritual side, something that is, I would say the most important aspect, you know, of our lives is our spiritual connection, you know, whether that be, you know, I believe in God, I believe in Jesus, I believe in God, right? I know everybody that watches my videos isn't a Christian, you know. You have some form of spirituality going on, you know. You believe in some form of a higher power, right? So, you know, that's what you need to be able to relate with this video. All right, this video is going to be about rising from spiritual death. All right, you rise from a spiritual death when you go on SR. You know what I mean? You go on SR, start putting God first. You start making, you know, the right moves. Start making better moves for your life. But honestly, just going on semen retention alone can get you to rise from that spiritual death, you guys. I made a podcast with my boy Martin. Go check out my boy Martin's YouTube, Spirit War Martin 91. Go check him out, guys. But we were talking last night on our podcast, right? And essentially we came to the realization that our seed is essentially like our soul, you guys. And follow me on this one, but all the things that we get from retaining, you know, confidence, self-love, energy, connection with God, connecting with other people, focus, you know, we're driven, we're motivated, we got more goals, we're getting shit done, all that stuff, that is what we're giving up, you guys, when we're releasing all the time, watching porn, you know, casual sex, and just essentially going back to that daily habit of releasing. You know, that's how I was. You know, I thought that it was normal behavior for people, you know, for guys just to be releasing all the time. So when you're doing that, you guys, that's literally, you know, you're letting your soul out of your body, you know, in little increments. Every time you release, it's like letting your soul out. You know, you're essentially, your life force is pretty much like, you know, it kind of like activates your spirit, you know. So that's what this video is about, you guys. You know, I got a list right here. I got 5 points that I wanted to discuss, you know, about how this actually takes place, you know, rising from spiritual death, because that's who I was. You know, I was spiritually dead before I started going on this journey. Spiritually dead, you know, releasing all the time, looking at the sights, meeting up with, you know, low-grade type women, smoking a lot of weed, you know, every day, all day. When I woke up, started smoking, and then I was partying a lot, you know, drinking, going out, chasing women. That lifestyle is spiritual death, you guys, you know. So let's get into it. The first point that I want to talk about of why you rise from your spiritual death when you go on semen retention. All right, you get a new boost of testosterone, you know, flowing throughout your body. All right, literally your life force, your semen, when you hold it in and you're not releasing all the time, You're restoring your body full of the testosterone that we as men need, to be powerful men in the world. Women don't have testosterone. This is our manly essence. And when you're releasing it all the time, you have low testosterone levels. All right, so you retain and keep your life force, keep that testosterone flowing. It's going to be going all throughout your body. It gets into your bloodstream, starts rising, goes up to your brain. At that point, things get very serious. So your testosterone levels are going to be going way up. All right, and believe it or not, your testosterone is very powerful. It's a very powerful thing. Like if it increases, it can change a lot of things about yourself, your confidence, your self-esteem, your energy, the way you carry yourself. Your testosterone is a very powerful thing, you guys, and it's like our spiritual mojo. It gets us into a place of just confidence, loving ourselves, just being more assertive in life, being more focused. It's a very powerful thing, and that is a main thing that happens, you guys. I know there's a lot of guys that will go on testosterone supplements. I've been like around in the fitness community and things like that. Obviously guys do like steroids and shit like that, but there's also like testosterone boosters and things like that, and people have said similar things. The test gives them more confidence, self-esteem. So, when people ask me if I'm on it, basically say yes, because I retain. It's like a natural testosterone booster, when we retain. So that's a huge part, you guys. Huge part is the new testosterone, restoring you and getting your test levels back to where they were. All right. Second thing that I want to talk about is you rise from spiritual death. All right. Your self-love, self-care. Guys, this is a huge one. It's one of those things that it's hard to explain why it happens. It's just semen retention. I always like to explain it like it's kind of like this thing where you flip a switch, right? You get a flip gets switched, and it's kind of hard to explain why these things happen. But the way that you look at yourself goes up. All of a sudden, I was talking to my boy last night about 2 weeks into that first streak that I went on. For some reason, I just started looking at myself differently. Just started loving myself a little bit more. And it's almost like your spirit, your soul comes back into your body, and you start feeling like yourself again. And essentially, it's going to help you operate a lot more efficiently in the world. You're going to love yourself more, and you're going to end up taking care of yourself more. Better hygiene. Keep your clothes clean, keep your room clean. Keep everything kind of on point. With your life. And man, as soon as you really start to love yourself, that's when things are going to start to expand for you, because as soon as you start to love yourself, guys, everything else just falls into place. It's really one of the most important things that we can do as human beings is learn to love ourselves, who we are, our strengths and our flaws, because that is literally, I like to tell people it's almost like the secret. It's a secret to, people think that like loving yourself is like a narcissistic trait, but it's totally different. Narcissists, the way a narcissist operates is way different than somebody who actually like truly just like loves themselves. It's two totally different things. Narcissist is an ego and they're causing harm. Somebody who loves themselves is calm and they're not causing harm, and they just love themselves. It just makes them happy. Two totally different things. So it's important for us to learn how to love ourselves, you guys. And SR is going to help us do that. It's going to help us do that. So I had to explain why, but it just happens, right? Third thing, guys, that SR will restore us from spiritual death is we're going to get a spike in energy and focus. All right, we're going to get a spike in energy. Like literally, you're going to be able to have longer days with more stamina. You're going to be able to work more hours at your job. You're going to be able to have longer workouts at the gym. You're going to be able to put in more hours in what you like to do. What do you like to do? For me, I like to make these videos, podcasts. I play basketball, I skateboard, I play golf, I go to the gym. These are the things I do outside of work, right? all these areas have improved, you guys. You know, I've turned into, and my work life has improved as well. It's a testament to your energy and the way you feel, you know. And there's also an aspect of, you know, there's tunnel vision. You know, SR, it's another thing where just flip a switch and you start to live in this tunnel vision thing. You know, tunnel vision to the point where you're just very focused and nobody's going to get you off your track. You know, you're very determined and focused about what you'd like to do. Maybe you have goals and accomplishments. Guys, I always tell people, like, as soon as you go on SR, man, start writing down your goals. Start writing down things that you want to try to manifest, you know, short term and long term. You're going to see yourself hitting these things at a very fast pace, you know. So I mean, this is one of those things that tripped me out when I first started seeing it, you know. It's that self-love I already talked about. You know, I'm like, wow, I really I'm starting to think differently about myself. You know, what's going on? And then the second thing I noticed is spike in energy. So it's no joke, you guys. So this video is getting long. I'm gonna try to get through these next couple points. Fourth reason why we rise from spiritual death, you guys, is going on retention forms a connection with the spiritual realm. I call it God. You know, I believe in Jesus. I believe in God. I call it God. All right. This going on SR is literally like a Wi-Fi connection to the spirit realm, to your higher power. All right. So this is a spiritual solution. This is literally the answer for spiritual death. So as soon as you start to retain, you know, we're becoming obedient, you guys. We're becoming obedient to God, to the word of God. So God is definitely proud of us. All right. He's proud of us. He's going to bless us. You know, we're going to be able to feel these things spiritually. You know, it's things that you can't see. You know, things in the spiritual realm that we can't see. You're going to be blessed with joy, peace, gratitude, you know, self-esteem, self-love. All of these gifts are going to be given to us, you know, a connection from God, but we're also going to be getting messages from him, you know, spiritual discernment. Just made a video about this last night, but, you know, we get blessed with discernment as well. You're going to be able to read energy, you know, and see kind of who is who out in the world, and it allows you to choose who you want to be around. You know what I mean? So it's another spiritual aspect, you guys. You know, you start to feel super tapped in. You know, you feel tapped in to the spiritual life, and you know, it basically restores your spirit, and man, you know, you definitely don't feel spiritually dead anymore after a streak on retention. You feel very tapped in. So the fifth thing that I wanted to speak on, this is the last point, is connecting with other people. All right, you're going to be able to connect with other people a lot easier. Your communication skills are going to go up. Your eye contact is going to go up. You're going to be able to be more personable. Your personality is going to flourish. All right, you're going to be able to be your authentic self, you know, more often. You're going to be able to be who you really are. You're not going to be self-conscious or anxious around people. So essentially, this goes along with the second point I talked about. All right, so self-love. You start to think highly of yourself, you know, more highly of yourself, not in a narcissistic way, but in a loving way. You know, maybe your old self, you didn't necessarily like yourself, like me. That's my experience, you guys. I was lost in, you know, fapping, drinking, smoking, doing drugs, chasing women, partying. Just that my priorities were messed up. I didn't like myself. I didn't like who I had become. So it was very hard for me to connect with other people. It's hard to connect with people when you don't actually love yourself, you guys, you know. So as soon as you really start to go on retention, you're going to start to love yourself more. You're going to look at yourself in a different light. It's going to allow you to love other people better, you know. Love other people better, connect with other people. People that you meet, you know, you're going to be less anxious, and your self-esteem is going to go back. You know, you're going to be able to think, you know, I'm worthy of, you know, whoever it is I'm speaking to, I'm worthy of their attention. I'm worthy of their love. Whether it be a guy, as a friend, a homie, whether it be a female that's maybe into you, maybe you want to go on a date with a female. Older people, people are going to respect you because it's just your energy and your vibe. And, you know, connecting with people is a very important skill for us to start feeling spiritually connected again, you know. Start to feel that spiritual death like I spoke about, when you're alone a lot of the time. So being social and interacting with other human beings is one of our basic needs, you guys. The human need is to feel worthy and feel loved and feel like you're part of something, whether that be just socializing and having friends and things like that. It is very good for us, making us feel loved and making us feel connected to the collective consciousness on the planet. You know what I mean? It's easy for us to feel spiritually dead when we're alone all the time, don't have anybody to talk to. That's why people talk about getting lonely and depressed and things like that. So connecting with other people, guys, is gonna make us feel, spiritually connected as well. So it all has to do with how we feel about ourselves, how we feel about ourselves, and how our self-care is going up. So we're able to go around and be more confident, around different people. So we're gonna be making more friends, more attraction, all that good stuff. So this video is getting a little long for my liking, so I'm gonna cut it short, you guys. But those are my 5 bullet points of how you rise from spiritual death on SR. You have new testosterone flowing through your body. You have higher self-love, self-care. Both of those go way up. You have a lot of energy, and you have tunnel vision. You form a Wi-Fi connection with God in the spiritual realm, so you feel spiritually tapped in, and then you're able to connect with people and feel loved and feel part of collective consciousness on the planet. All right, and it's going to restore your spirit, restore you as a human being, and you're going to be spiritually connected again, you guys. It's a very, very powerful thing. So all right, boys, I'm going to cut it short. Much love. Go check out my podcast, the Unchained podcast, on Spotify with my boy Spirit War Martin. We talk about a lot of things like this, these videos. It's just like these videos, man, but in a podcast format. Each episode is like 45 minutes long. So go check it out, guys. And much love. Appreciate all you guys. And I will talk to you soon. God bless.